Hey friends, Kevin here. I just got this tire inflator in. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I'm going to say Neakhmer. They did send this to me to test out because I have a lot of experience with these things. So we're going to find out together how good this thing is, and we're going to test this out and see how fast it is. On top we have a user manual and a carry bag. And compared to others that I've used, the weight of this thing really surprised me for how small this is. One of the reasons this seems to be in a metal, not plastic case, and that weight should mean that a lot of this unit is battery. Peel this protective cover off, and in this box is our accessories, USB charging cord, bunch of adapters for blowing up air mattresses, footballs, different things like that. It does have a 12 volt with it, so you can plug this into your SIG outlet, your 12 volt port, be able to power this thing if you were to run out of battery power. And this is nice because a lot of these brands do not include one of these. This is going to be our little air hose, nice big O-ring, tire adapter. This is going to be the clamp-on style. And really cool feature that I have not had on any of these before is this actually has a little air release. In case you get too much air in your tire, you can release that, get that tire pressure down exactly where it needs to be. These buttons are backlit, which is nice. And now we can go up and down with these buttons and get this tire pressure exactly where we need it. Now when we come out and go, oh man, I have a flat tire, usually you're not down to 0, usually you're down to 10 or 12 pounds. So we are at 11 pounds in this, so let's see how this does and how long this takes to get us from 11 back up to 32. So let's start a timer. So now that I've used this a few times, here are my final thoughts on this. One, I really like this little valve right here, so I can keep this on the tire. If I end up with a tire that's overinflated, I can easily let the air out just by pressing that button, and I can watch this display until I get it down to the proper level. This is the first tire inflator I've ever seen with that. 2, I like that it does include the 12 volt cable for a backup just in case your battery was to be run down for some reason. Number 3, I have really large and really wide tires on that van like you would find on a sports car. So it does take a while to fill those, and I have used a lot of these things that run, the average is between 7 and 8 minutes, even with larger units I've used. So this thing being able to take this from roughly 11 or 12 pounds to 32 pounds of pressure in under 5 minutes makes it one of the top performers I've ever used. Number 4, I like things that are simple. This is simple. Everything on here defaults automatically to PSI. Every time you turn it on, it is already on PSI. I have had a lot of these that default to different settings that are used throughout the world, and it's annoying to have to sit there and change things every time you turn it on. With this, PSI all the way. You can manually change it to other settings if you need them, but for me, it just keeps things simple. So pretty fast, simple, and well made. I don't believe anyone is going to get one of these, pull it out of the package, and possibly be disappointed in this in any way. As far as a con, there aren't any major ones. Preference of mine, I wish this display was just a little bit brighter, just to make it easier to see if you're in direct sunlight. But as far as function, this thing does everything that I want it to do.